Hi there and welcome to my channel. As the weather is absolutely horrible today, look at that, it's raining since forever, so both cars are not going to move today, especially the Mercedes, because I've cleaned the Mercedes a couple of days ago. It cost me some money, so there's no way I'm gonna put the car out with this weather. So I've decided to do 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like on the Mercedes A45 AMG Edition1. Let's get started. There you go. We are inside the Mercedes A45 AMG Edition1, and today I'm going to concentrate more on the 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like on the interior. I will probably do another video in a couple of weeks about what I like, what I don't like in the exterior. So let's start with the first thing I like inside the Mercedes. The very first things I like a lot are the bucket seats. The bucket seats comes from Recaro. You can see it here. And they are absolutely beautiful, and besides being beautiful, they are also very functional. The other day I drove for 2 hours in the car, with the car, and really the seats are comfortable and they hold your body very, very well. So whether you drive in a kind of aggressive mode or just cruising, the bucket seats are really exceptional. I never feel any pain, any back pain, any leg pain, anything. So they are beautiful and absolutely functional. Mine one are leather and Alcantara. You can have full leather, and the only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that I don't have this central part here with that metallic look that you have on some versions. So I don't know if you can retrofit that, but other than that, I find those seats amongst the most beautiful bucket seats on the market today. Let's move on with the second thing I like on the interior of the A45 AMG Edition1 is the center display. Let's turn on. There you go. I find the center display being very functional. You can set up quite a lot of things from the central display using these touches. Directional touches, okay, for confirm, and this one to escape, to exit. So it is pretty self-explanatory and very intuitive. And you can really do all the setups. Let me zoom here. By the way, I'm using a new camera I just purchased today. It's a very cheap one, an entry level. It's called Panasonic HCV160. On all my previous videos, I was filming them with the GoPro. So let's see how it looks with this very cheap entry-level camera. I was saying you can pretty much set everything from here, moving on to the right side. You have quite a lot of menus, and then going down, you can select and modify every single thing, and then you just exit in this way. And then this AMG menu you find only on the A45 AMG. That allows you to see the temperature for the oil, the water, and the gearbox. I was explaining on another video that you have to wait those numbers to be in white color. At the beginning they're blue when the temperature is not ideal, and when the numbers become white, then you can really push on the car. Otherwise it is recommended to not push before the car gets warm. On the display you have the speed, And I quite like that because you can be very accurate on your speed, especially in town, to really follow the right speed and avoid having radars or police chasing you. Kilometers, and then the fuel consumption. And there you go. So I find this display big enough. The quality is quite good, the display quality, and I really like it. Third thing I like on my car are my sunglasses, my Ray-Ban sunglasses. Kidding. Is the drive selector. This is the same you find on the Mercedes SLS, and I find it really beautiful. It's made on leather and aluminum, and you have here the AMG logo. And this one doesn't come standard. It comes with a pack, with an AMG pack, where you have the drive selector, and you also have the metallic paddle. So drive selector is very beautiful piece of design, and very functional, also ergonomic. Fourth thing I like in this car is the steering wheel and the paddles. I like the steering wheel. This is the AMG Performance steering wheel, which is a bit smaller than the standard one, and it comes with Alcantara and leather and those red stitches, and it's very comfortable to hold. I don't really like this plastic thing saying airbag. On some other AMG model you can have here an aluminum, this part is aluminum and it says AMG. So that's the only little thing I don't like on the steering wheel, but other than that it's very functional. All the commands here, the buttons are very well made, very well executed. And something's really nice are those metallic paddles.
Infotrafic.
Radio, shut up. Those metallic paddles here, they gives a nice feeling. They are cold every time, but you can really feel they are made of metal, and they're built in a very good quality. Fifth thing I like in the interior of the Mercedes A45 is the interior space. So, despite being a hatch car, the place you have inside is really really good, especially on the rear seats. You can really sit comfortable, and on the front seats is the same. So you never feel really like in a very close dark space, thanks to the panoramic sunroof, which is an option, which is also a very very good sunroof, very big, quite large. But that gives you really a very good light in the interior, and you really can notice there's a lot of space into this car. So this is something that's absolutely nice compared to some other cars from the same category. Let's move now on the 5 things I don't like into this car. The first one and the most important one for me is the build quality. Coming from Audi, I'm sorry to always keep mentioning Audi, but I'm probably an Audi fanboy inside. But coming from Audi, I really have to say that the build quality is not at the same level. Once again, it can be different from Audi you purchase in the US, because I'm hearing a lot of comments saying that quality is poor. But the one you purchase here in Europe are really absolutely a reference in terms of build quality, especially interior. On the Mercedes, I have to say that depends on the options you have. I have this, the upper part of the dashboard, which has this fake leather, but still gives a good quality. On the dashboard, especially the upper part. But then when you go on the lower part of the dashboard, and especially this part here, I'm really disappointed, because they could have made this in real carbon fiber, at least as an option, or in kind of metal. But this kind of fake carbon fiber, which you can really notice it's plastic, I really don't like it. I found my keychain that matches the the same structure. So that's that's the AMG keychain, by the way. But yeah, when you go on the lower part of the dashboard, you can really notice it's hard plastic everywhere. Hard plastic everywhere. Even the knob here to select the menus on the command on line, it's plastic. If you check on Audis, it's metal. Yeah, it's hard plastic everywhere, and even on the doors here, that's a little bit soft. But then again, if you go down, is absolutely hard plastic. So I really have to say that the build quality, the interior build quality, is a disappointment for me. Second thing I don't really like in this car is the Harman Kardon sound system. I said it already in a couple of videos, but probably this is one of the major disappointments for me in this car. They sell you this with 14 speakers, 470 watts, and Logic Pro, whatever it's called, system, but in reality the sound quality is absolutely poor. Again, coming from an Audi that had the Bang & Olufsen sound system, this one has nothing to do with the BO. Yeah, the sound quality is very poor, and here on the menu, if you go to audio, let's cut the volume. So if you go to the settings here, so even if my trembles and my bass are really very high, which I usually don't really do, but here you have to really to set up very high to have a little bit of basses. Otherwise there's no basses into this car. And even with this Logic 7 activated, which honestly I don't know exactly the difference it brings, because to me it brings absolutely no differences. So this for me it's a major disappointment. People can say that into this car you don't necessarily need to listen to music, because the music comes from the engine and the exhaust, which is true. And I have to admit that since I'm driving this car, I almost don't listen to music into the car when I'm driving, because it is true that the sound that comes from the AMG performance exhaust and the engine is absolutely spectacular. So you really don't need to listen to music into this car. The music comes from the engine. Third thing I don't like into this car is the command online multimedia system. It is very outdated. So first of all, this kind of tablet here, quite a lot of people doesn't really like, because it looks like a very cheap tablet thrown in the middle of the dashboard with no real integration. I have to say that to me it's okay. I mean, this is not the worst part of the system. I have one regret, is that the tablet is not a touch. The system is not touch based, because it is really very close to your hand, so it would be really logical to be a touch panel, but it isn't. You have to use this wheel here and those two buttons to move through the menus. But yeah, some things I don't really like. For example, when you raise the volume or you lower the volume, there is absolutely nothing telling you which level or volume you are. You know, on my Audi I used to always be like between 8 to 10, but here when you know, I'm lowering the volume now, and you don't see any reference, anything, any visual about the volume. And also the logic of this user interface is quite weird for me. There are a lot of things that are redundant, like if you go to audio here, you can select, yeah, there you are. So you can select radio, CD, memory card, music register, which I don't know exactly what it is, probably is the internal hard drive, USB, the media interface, Bluetooth audio, and auxiliary. And then let's say I choose the disc here. which there's no disc now. And then if you go down here to media, you have exactly the same choices but with a different layout. So yeah, I don't understand why you can choose from here and you can choose again the same exact thing from here, you see. So for me this is kind of redundant. And also when you go to the telephone, the nice thing is that if somebody sends you an SMS, you get a notification, you get a little letter appearing here. But to be able to read it, if you are not on the telephone menu, let's say that you are listening to radio, listening to music, to be able to hear that, to read that SMS, you have to move into telephone. Then you have to go to SMS. There's no SMS at the moment, but then you have to select the SMS and say read. So basically you have to press 4 times the wheel to get to the SMS. I would have liked something like a notification saying you got an SMS, would you like to read it, yes or not. So the idea is good, but the execution is not that good. And also the layout is a little bit outdated to me. In order to have a better visual, I had to go and set these on night system, because if you go like day, setting as day, you see I don't like those colors, those very light gray colors. To me it's really, it gives an old look to the system. What I do, I put the setup on night mode, which kind of darkens everything, and the menus now the display is black instead of gray. And also the system is a little bit slow. So it's not as intuitive as the one on the Audi, or it doesn't have the display quality of the one into the BMW that for me, if you ask me, is the best one out there. Fourth thing I don't like in the interior of the Mercedes A45 AMG and A-Class in general is the lack of storage. The glove compartment is quite okay, so I have quite a lot of stuff here, so nothing to say about that. But I was mentioning in a previous video, I have an iPhone 6 Plus and I have no place to store my phone. It doesn't fit anywhere. Even here, you see, there's absolutely no place. I don't know where to put my phone, and I'm not going to change my phone because of that, because I really love my phone. And talking about storage, here on the armrest, I have this phone interface, but to me is absolutely useless, because the cradle you can have for this interface, it is only for the iPhone 4 or iPhone 5 or some old Android smartphones. So there is nothing I can do, and if I put my phone here, I mean, it's loose. When I plug it here with the media interface and I close the armrest, it kind of stays on place. But other than that, yeah, this storage is absolutely useless for me, because this one can be just moved like this, but again you cannot close them, you see, so you can't really use this space, and I don't want to take this out, because that's an option that costs quite a lot of money. So even if it's absolutely useless for me, I will leave it there. The cup holders are small, so they're okay for a kind of Red Bull or very small cup, but if you have a big one, it will not fit into it. The storage here on the doors, it's okay. It's not the biggest one I've seen, but it's okay. You can store a small bottle. But other than that, there's no storage anywhere else. On my previous car, I was having a storage here for my sunglasses, but I don't have it here. So lack of storage, kind of disappointment for me on this car. There you go. That was the 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like in the Mercedes-AMG A45 AMG Edition1. There are probably other things I like, other things I don't like. Feel free to comment, feel free to give me your opinion. And if you like this video, please a thumb up. If you don't like it, thumb down. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.